Listen, this weekend, the Madam Walker Legacy Center is going to be the place to be. Legacy Fest is a 3-day event starting this Friday with a sold-out show headlined by a little music icon named Gladys Knight. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She's kind of a big deal. Here to tell us all about it is our friend Christian Strickland, and one of the performers this weekend, Bashiri Assad, who has the tall task of opening for Gladys Knight. What was that call like when Christian says, hey, you want to come sing before Gladys?
It was a really, really brief call. We talked about the opportunity to play in the fabulous Madam Walker Theater, and she offered me the opportunity to do this gala, and it was really simple. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please, thank you.
Absolutely.
Christian, for you, obviously Gladys Knight is a huge get. That's a very big deal, and we'll talk about that in a second, but I think it's also really important to talk about some of the local musicians and being able to tap into that and bring somebody like Bashiri in to lead off that. How cool is that?
It's very cool,
Yeah.
and it's really what the Madam Walker has always been about. Madam Walker's theater, we always say we're the Apollo of the Midwest. So we have always been that focal point for local artists, and he's one of my favorites.
I know,
I
a
go
lot
see
of
him
people.
all the time. So yes, I was like, please, and he did. It was very, very short, very short call. But very excited to have Bashiri, with us to open up, get the crowd ready for Gladys, and then she's gonna give it to us 75 minutes full show,
Wow.
intimate
Yes,
evening with Miss Knight.
That is amazing.
Yes.
What was that conversation like when you're trying to get someone in? Because you guys had Babyface last year for the first one.
Yes.
Which is a huge name in and of itself, so you had to top that in some way.
Yes, it's funny you said that because that is exactly what we heard last year. This is wonderful. I don't know how you're going to top it. And I took that as a challenge. And so, the Walker, as I said, has always been about legends. And, what better legend than, Ms. Gladys Knight. She hasn't been to Indianapolis in quite a while. In the actual Indianapolis area, it's been about 10 years since the last time she's even been to the Madam Walker. And that's what we're here to do. When we restored the building in 2018, we were committed to uplifting her legacy and reviving it. And so we're really hoping that by having someone like her, like Bashiri, that we're doing that.
Bashiri, I want to talk about that too, because the history of the Madam Walker Legacy Center is so vast, and some amazing performers have been there. For you to be on those grounds performing, what's that mean to you?
She stated it best. It's the Apollo of the Midwest.
Yeah.
And for this place to be around 95 years, word to Patty, for this place to be around close to a century and to be a national treasure, a national landmark, and be able to be on that stage and be in that place, you never take it for granted.
Yeah. Christian, we know that Friday is obviously sold out, but there are all kinds of things happening this weekend. How can people come out and be a part of this? Because I know being part of the community is a big portion of this as well for you guys.
It very much is. So on Saturday and Sunday, we have our second annual block party, which is free and is open to the public. It's family friendly from noon until 5. So there will be other local artists that will perform throughout both Saturday and Sunday. We have food trucks by a lot of African American vendors that will be on site. We have our grown folks zone if you want to just get away and hang out by yourself. And there's a place called the Kids Zone so that the kids can have a great time as well. And then, of course, our Art and Soul stage. And then on Sunday, we have our Juneteenth brunch that actually is our kind of honoring our fathers, because Sunday is also Father's Day. And so that is $40. You can go on our website at MadamWalkerLegacyCenter.com. You can still get tickets for the brunch, and then you can come back down and hang out at the Art and Soul stage and see some more local talent.
The place is going to be rocking all weekend. Guys, thank you both so much for coming on and telling us about it. It's such a great event and such a good time, Patty.